You know, you gotta admit nighttime is pretty amazing, and not only just the view around. Nighttime actually is very useful in order to notice certain things that you can find around the area. So for an example, I see right down there another what seems to be maybe a yellow power slug. There is of course this one here, but if you just look around, you can just very easily see certain things. There's another one right down over there onto the tree. There is one right down there onto maybe a piece of cliff or whatever. And so there is a lot more stuff and things you can find at nighttime, which is pretty amazing. Now for today, I would like to do a couple of things, because we're going to need to set up another assembly line. We're going to need to set up the space elevator, but I'm also going to need to really pretty much work towards having a different power source, because I am kind of running on such a way that I need to cut down a lot of trees in order to keep up with biomass. I believe I have 7 or 8 biomass generators, and as you can see in the surrounding area, I'm pretty much running out of trees and plants which are up close. I had another round. I went all the way right down there. Everything basically where you see it's getting bald is where I went to. I didn't want to go too far because, you know, just in case I discovered like new type of things and deals, I just wanted to have that on camera. I also went into this area right down there. Yeah, pretty much towards the places where you can still see trees popping up. Now I've also discovered something right down there in the back, which is very difficult to see, but basically these trees right down there are pink trees. I also discovered a couple more mines right down there, and yeah, it's just crazy what you can all discover. Now there is something that I really would love to do, but also I don't really love to do that, and that is there is like this cave just around the corner, and I would like to take a look at this cave just around the corner. Now the reason why I'm not looking forward to this is because there might be spiders in there. So this is the cave around here. I'm just going to very carefully observe what I can see. So far, it seems to be okay. Now we have these things right down here. This might give us another research. Now what I am going to do is just for now cut these guys down, because further into the cave, I don't want to get into trouble with...
The mycelia within this fungus suggests strong molecular bonding features frequently observed in adhesives and medicine, both beneficial for field research. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Alright, that is very important. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to this because, you know, I just know there is stuff in the cave. And, you know, the spiders looks pretty creepy, and it can even be more creepier because... from what I have seen, every little creature, there is a big creature. Get this dust out of my face, please. Oh god, so we have bats flying around. That's okay. And maybe what I end up doing is place something in here so nothing will spawn back at some point. Uh-oh. Okay, come at me, bro. Oh, I don't like this at all. Okay, I see something there on the left side. Okay, that's...
From Earth.
Yep.
Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
Okay. Okay. Okay, a spider. Yep. Okay. You're stuck. Okay, not too bad. Not too good either. I know I'm a big pussy. I can't afford. Okay. That's fine. I just, you know, like, there are more caves in this game, and I'm sure there's like bigger stuff in this game. Now here's the thing though with me, there are certain spiders I don't find creepy at all, like tiny mini, super mini spiders, and or I'm not sure what they're called in English. You have like these spiders with the body as big as a piece of rice, only the legs are like super long. In Dutch we would call them hay wagons, because I guess they can be found the most in places where there's a lot of hay. I'm more freaked out with like massive spiders, you know? Like wolf spider or whatever, if that is even a thing. I once seen one. Yeah, creepy, man. And we also have like spiders that are also tiny, but they look like they have like scorpion claws. If they're... I was hearing weird noises. Yeah, scorpion claws. And...
Comply.
You're not really helping with these noises, bro. These things can actually jump. Jumpy spiders. I don't like that. I've never really seen them jumping. Maybe, you know, from corner to corner or something. Now, one thing I also did notice in this game, that if there are creatures nearby and you actually start messing with the nature with chainsaws and stuff, they are pretty much coming to get you. Like, it's like, or they come on the noise of this thing, or they come to you based on, you know, you're breaking their nature. So let's clear out this cave. Yeah, there is another one there. Yep.
We are so lucky to
Okay.
have found this most valuable artifact.
Okay. What? Will you stop jumping and shit? Oh, that actually gave me the chills. That jumping, like, yeah.
Relaying message.
Will you shut up, too, because you're freaking me out. Oh.
To find
It's a game, dude. Why am I so freaked out? Oh, I don't like this. What are these things? I mean, this cave is in general just very pretty. I love caves with a lot of colors, you know. I'm also afraid that some of these things might be like glitched out, like into the wall. And we are on the other side. Oh. Okay, it is okay. Come at me. I don't mind you. Oh, I don't mind you either. Okay, ow. Ooh, 2 at a time, huh? Ooh. Okay, calm down, bro. It's okay. It is all going to be fine. Yes, I don't play. Oh, okay. There is some stuff over there. There is some stuff over here. I'm gonna guess this is all. Ooh, this is a pure rock. Okay, and you know, I'm just going to drag another guy right down here. It is not that I'm going to do this all over the place, but you know, for the beginning, I'm not very known with this game, so I'm gonna guess. I'm not sure what I wanted to guess, but... Oh, I think I know where I'm at. I am just on the mountain. If I would go that way... Yeah, there is this power slug over there. And 2 of these guys. Okay, I'm just... Ooh. Oh, God. Okay, there is some more limestone. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's just get these guys over there then. One by one. Yeah, okay. You come here and then we play around together. Yeah, that's a good boy. You know, I'm not freaked out by these guys. It's just this whole spider stuff. But I'm gonna go back through the cave and I'm going to see what I can harvest. And now I got like the opportunity to, you know, to mow down some more trees in this area. Now, to be honest, I do know that there is actually an option, which is right down here. You can actually change the hostility to passive. You can attack them, they won't attack you. And you also have, I believe, this, which is creatures will only attack when attacked by players, which, you know, sounds like a fair deal. Yeah, but for now, you know, I think I just need to leave it on. Just get a little bit of excitement, and then always, I'm going very much further into the game, I can always, you know, decide to turn it off. Okay, so there is one thing I'm actually wondering before I'm going to research some stuff. Like, okay, we have 6 coupons along with, I believe, 10 in the chest, which means we have 16 coupons in case you would like to do something. Oh, that's nice. We now have opportunity to research everything. Let's, yeah, research that guy and see what is up with that. Uh-huh. Oh, we now have a fabric which also costs 100 bio bush. Now along the way I was cutting down trees, bushes and whatever not. I did find a few couple more interesting rocks like crystal or quartz and some other type of deal, but nothing like really new. And just check it out here, like, yeah, I found some more silver. I'm going to take that here. I have 6 of these, but I need a lot more. Cannot do anything with that. All right, let's research my silica. And then gas. Oxide modification. Okay, I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Ooh. Parachute. Expand. Plus a hand slot. I can. Oh, what is that? All right, so that is for what I can do. Now I think hatcher. I'm not sure what that is. By the look of it, I do have this spider stuff, so I'm not sure if it's like need or it's just in the end for an achievement or whatever. Okay. Yeah, for this thing, we need to get into, I believe they're called rotors, zipline stuff. Yeah, cannot do that. This stuff is kind of done because I'm going to research fabric, whatever the other stuff is. This I haven't seen in the cave, so maybe we need to go to a different cave. I don't have this guy just yet. I don't have enough quartz, I believe. I have 24. Oh man, I wish I would remember what it says so. Oh, I can. Well, let's just do it then. Crystal, okay, yeah, so I'm going to have a lot of crystal stuff for that, which I don't have an opportunity for. Explosive stuff, explore buggy, which looks like, yeah, so I really need to get into the upgrading the spaceship and whatever or not. Alright, let's see, what is the power? We have capacity of 210. We are 21 away from maxed out, so I am going to need to have more iron stuff. Now, if I'm not wrong, there is 1 rock still left over, so we could start already the plating system. Alright, now before we get into the whole reinforced plate building and that kind of stuff, I just would like to check out the shop for a minute. Now, we have here some signs. I would... Oh, these signs cost crystal. Never mind about that. I actually wanted something different, which is going to help me out a lot if it's about not having to walk around all the time. And that is a ladder. So let's just drop these ladders in here. Now you might wonder why. Well, every time, you know, I need to get upstairs, I need to go around. And that is a little bit annoying though. So let's see how this is going to work in this game. Can we actually... Let me just... Yeah, there is no different game modes. Oh, we don't have to. Is that it? Is this simple as it is? It seems like it is that simple as it is. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so what do we actually need to build a space elevator? 500 discs, 250 plates, 400 rods, and 1500 of that stuff. This is actually something that I can already build. Now, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to need to, you know, have power for that thing. I don't have of this foundation. So if need, I can pass conveyor belts through and whatever not, because I believe... Look at this guy. Should be something coming from the sky. There we go. Just popped in all of a sudden. And it says on the right side, complete phase 1, which is 50, whatever that is. It's one heck of a show there. And this thing comes down, which I believe is like the elevator thing. And that is that. Fantastic show, ain't it? Yeah, so as I wanted to say, I believe there are things, yeah, like these entrances, so you need to put stuff in, because I've been hearing it can go pretty crazy at some point. Yeah, we still have a lot of space left, just in case we need to make like timely machinery, which we use in order to fill up the stuff, I wanted to say. But this is fantastic. Alright, so let's take a look at what this all is. Okay, smart plating. Project part 1, complete. It says 50, but I guess it's not that easy. Now, what is this stuff made of? How can I know that? Okay, it says here, this will unlock tier 3 and 4, which might get us to better energy type of stuff. Another mouse button. No, I cannot see what this is. Load resources. Okay, I have no idea, but maybe I can know what it is if I would. I'm gonna guess this is a multi type of deal, which I mean we need to have a. Oh, I don't have that just yet. So what I do know is that reinforced plating uses 2 different resources, so in order to make them automatically, we're going to need to have like a construction with 2 entrances, I guess. What I'm trying to say here, which also might mean that the stuff that we need to make makes use of 2 resources. Maybe. I guess that is the whole thing. I'm not sure if there is like a thing that goes even further than that. Ah, we need to do this guy first.
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of parts can now be automated. Project assembly parts can now be constructed and sent up via the space elevator. Note: project parts are too complex to produce by hand.
Yes, I see. So this, yeah, it's a rotor what I needed for something. We also have copper sheets and smart plating. Yeah, so this is the guy what I was talking about. 2 entrances, and I'm sure there is 1 exit. We also have jump pads. Now, I think jump pads is more something for fun stuff, I guess. So it's not like too necessary, even though I need stuff for that. Copper sheets. So that means at some point we're going to need to find another copper mine somewhere. Now let me see here. Oh, I can also. Oh. Oh, kilometers away, man. That is far away. Hey, let me see. I need to get underneath this bridge and then all the way up there. Well, it is good to know because the bridge, that guy is. Oh god, I'm going to need to get up the mountain, ain't I? The bridge is like on the half of the pathway to where I need to be. Well, not exactly, but it is somewhere around here. So this basically means we might be able to make a new factory on some other side, like more like a smaller type of deal. Copper ore, that is something that I wanted to find. Oh, that seems to be right around the corner of that pathway going up. Now I do believe this here is like the exit of the cave, which you go in here and out here there were like a couple of things. That is not too far. We could make like a nice stinky going to the base. I believe it should be right down there somewhere. That's good news. Right, but first things first, what I'm going to need to do here is set up the plating. Now I had an idea which, let me just take a little look here. You sound like a freaking dinosaur. So I was like, what if we create this idea what I have downstairs up here like sideways, which might be a problem with the awesome sink unless I just modify the roof a little bit. Yeah, but then again, I'm not sure if an awesome sink in this case is going to be very necessary, since we are slowly but surely working our way to the end of this factory, which still we're going to use for a long while. But I mean, the more expensive parts, the lesser maybe we will get from it. Let me just take a look at it first so I can make up my mind to say. Can't afford. What do I need for that? Oh, I need 4 rotors. Sure, let's hand grab that stuff then. Modular frames. Oh yeah. Like the reinforced iron plate is going to be a very important thing. Oh, we cannot handcraft the stuff we need for our phase 1. So that is what Ada was saying. How much it costs? 15 megawatts. Okay, so in here we could make this, which is made from mushroom stuff and bio stuff, which might be better a thing when I start doing coal power planting. Smart plating costs, yeah, 30 plates per minute and 60 screws per minute if you want to have it run efficiently. And it creates 5 of these per minute, okay. Iron plating. I guess we are going to need to set up a secondary iron mine, because one mine here delivers 60 ore per minute, and we can split that in 2, which smelt 30 and 30, and then from 30 we can smelt 2 times plating, which is also 30, which combined is 60. Or with other words, this mine only will provide us the plating we need for the reinforced plating, which basically means that we're going to need to set up another mine for those screws. You still understand? Alright, I want to give you guys a little update on how things are going, because it's getting a little complicated, plus I have solution for the parts that getting complicated. Now we need to make reinforced plates for the thing on the right top there. It needs a couple of them. Now in order to make reinforced plates, we're going to need to have 6 iron plates, or in other words 30 per minute. Now I got 2 machines. Oh, I didn't know that would happen. Little bouncy thing. So these 2 machines total make 40, right? 2 times 20 is 40. So I got like a splitter down here, which means it splits 10 to the sink and 10 to the other 20 makes it up to 30. Very simple. But that thing also going to need some screws. We are going to need to have a total of, I believe, 60 screws per minute, right? And with the screws, it's going to become a little complicated. So I'm going to need a 60 for that. And in order to make rotors, I'm going to need to have 100 screws. Or with other words, I'm going to need to have 160 screws per minute. Now the thing here is though, when you have, I believe, 30 iron coming in, or no, in this case, 1 mine, let me see. That will be, yeah, this guy. So when you have 1 mine, split it up to the half, so 30 iron of that mine is gonna go for the screws, right? With that 30 iron, you can make a certain amount of iron rods, and with these iron rods, 2 of them, you can make a total of 3 times 40 screws, which basically means 120 screws per minute. Or with other words, if I have another of these screws set up upstairs, I'm still short on 40. Now I'm thinking what I can do here is this guy right down here, the third one, which delivers the 40 missing screws, disconnect it from this guy and bring it upstairs and connect it up with 3 other screw machines, which in total delivers me 160 screws, which I can fulfill 2 machines. I thought it would be a very smart idea. I'm just gonna haul to the machine. Oh, and by the way, meanwhile the game has been restarted, so the colors are now correctly applied. Apparently it will happen a lot more with certain things. So I got a few more coupons left, and with those couple ones I would like to buy something which is gonna help me putting the stuff upstairs, right? Which is just long story short, I'm going to need to have these guys, so I'm gonna add them to the cart and buy them. So now I can just go through the floor with the conveyor belt without, you know, having to delete a floor. That's not the only complicated thing here, because there is more. Yeah, the doors are sometimes bugged too. They will work on it. So here's the thing, right? In order to make 50 of those guys, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to need to have 2 per minute. I just don't get those, why it says 1 and then 2. I'm not really sure about that. I guess it needs 1 for 1 smart plating, but it can do 2 per minute. I guess that's the deal. So we're going to have 2 per minute. Now the nicest thing is, this guy is making 5 per minute. So what I'm going to do, they will be made split up. So this guy is going to be connected to that guy in order to make the resources on the right top. And anything else what's left over is going to be in this guy. The thing is, we're not going to make so much that we fill this guy up. If it happens in the future, I can always connect it up to a sink. But I'm going to assume it's not going to go that fast, right? Now let's take a look. What do I need more for the rotor? I'm also going to need to have 5 iron rods, or at least 20 per minute, to make 4 per minute. Now let me just take a little look at the iron rod situation right down here. Yeah, it's gonna get more and more complicated, but I'm just going to, you know, take it easy. So it said I needed 20. Now this thing is doing 15 per minute, which means if I have 2, that is gonna be 30 per minute. And then I'm like, okay, 30 per minute. How am I going to split 30 up? Because if I split 30 up, I'm still stuck with 20 per minute. So eventually I'm Yeah, I'm getting a little stuck here because how can you make sure you can have 20 per minute sent out one way while the other 10 are sent the other way, right? There's probably a way with these splitters and mergers that you can just make some kind of a roundabout, you know, if it's split up in 3 and then have one of them being a roundabout back into track, that it's actually sending 20 one way and 10 the other way, right? I'm going to do a little bit of calculation here because I'm not a smart ass if it's about this kind of a math stuff. Now, of course, what I could be doing, and then I'm going to make it myself very difficult. I could take care that I got 60 rod per minute, which means I'm going to need to have the same what I got downstairs, double it up, merge it all together, and then split it up in 3. You know, I'm going to do some stuff here and I will probably figure it out at some point. To be real honest, things are getting a little bit messy right now because of a couple of things. One, I'm slowly starting to lay behind on fulfilling the power needs, which I need so much power stuff that every time when I just got some bio stuff and make it into bio stuff, these things are almost empty once again. Like this is what I have. I just went ahead, I got some more stuff, and these things, you know, it's really time for automated power system. Now, another thing that makes things a little bit messy is, first of all, I cannot be a 100% efficient at this moment, and it's messing with my brain just a little bit. And that's because, for example, I need like 20 rods in order to make rotors, right? It says 20. The problem is that this machine makes 15 per minute. Then I'm starting to think, okay, how can I make enough of these rods in order to, you know, split stuff up on such a way that I'm only getting 20 down here, stuff like that. But I have ideas for the future, which I don't need a separate iron rod assembly line anymore. I can just get rid of that. It just immediately, you know, connects it up to this guy, for an example. Everything that overflows will go to the storage area. Everything that overflows from there will go to the sink. And as you can see down here, it is pretty messy. I don't know if I can reach a nice spot somewhere, but it is really messy around here. While downstairs it looks all pretty nice, pretty solid, but like I said, space is a problem and power is a problem. Because the reason why power is also a problem, not only because I need to keep up with the demand of bio stuff, in order to make a complete full assembly line for just one thing, I need so much power that I cannot do it. And at this moment I'm delivering short on rods. I'm delivering like screws from downstairs upstairs because I cannot make another separate assembly line, etc, etc. But in the future things will roll better, or at least I'm gonna try to make it roll better, because it's sometimes things can be a little bit difficult for me. Yeah, I also think, you know, when I have the opportunity to just have power that is something that I don't have to maintain continuously, I can just chill out a little more, you know, and spend way more time on getting stuff done. Okay, so we have 50 stuff in here. Then I need to seal it. And then send it. Okay, what's going on? Oh, that's pretty cool though. Okay, so it sent like a pulse shock, and then that thing goes to space, to maybe a spaceship or whatever. Unload the stuff, and then, yep. Oh, it says it already on the, like, I got already warned that I'm going to need to have a lot of screws in the future, for an example, and I can already see why. Yeah, for that, you know, plating stuff. Like, what is the other stuff? It looks like a beam or something, and then we have something with 100, which I'm not sure what that is. It is definitely very interesting though. It just, yeah. All right, so let's take a look. I cannot, that's very interesting. How do I make that stuff? Is there like an assembly line number 3 or something? That would make sense, right? Oh, tier 3 coal power. So this is the stuff that I'm going to need. And then there is like water, which also needs to be connected. Coal and water make power, apparently. Vehicle transport, we have a truck. I've been hearing it's buggy and all, but I could use like a truck for just driving around, because running around is a lot. A foundry. Oh, smelt 2 resources into alloy ingots. Can be automated by feeding it all into it with a conveyor belt. So I guess you could do coal and iron to make like steel. Ooh. Okay, maybe I need to look at 4 because I'm wondering then how am I going to assemble stuff? Hypertubes. Ah, blueprint stuff. Logistic. You just add in iron and coal and then you can make this guy. Is that how it works? I'm going to need to think about this and think about that. There is a lot to, you know, to plan for the future and stuff. I'm just gonna let this machine roll and do what it needs to be doing. And then, you know, slowly but surely, I'm going to plan out my future plan that I have in mind, which this factory, you know, it's not going to be 100% finished, but that's okay. And I'm going to need to also have like a quartz mine. Ah, there is so much of this and that. I just love it a lot. I really enjoy this game to the max. Right, so with that being said, I'm just going to, you know, do some off-camera stuff, prepare for the next episode, and then, yeah, we will see what we're gonna do. Probably we're going to go and fix up a coal power plant and make a quartz factory. It's gonna be very important. Right, let's just, you know what, I'm going to save this for the next episode. Like that. Beautiful. Whew. Things are getting crazy.